party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. My girl loves to party all the time, party all the time. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's mine. I'm only going 50. Everyone just keeps passing me. And it's a 55 we're in. There was a car 2 miles back. I was like, damn, I should have been live like I wanted to. And you'd have seen a really cool little, this car was like spun around and it was up against another car, but no real damage. But these cars are hydroplaning. And I looked at the car was like a Jetta. I was looking, I looked at the tires, and I was like, sir, you need new tires. I didn't say anything, I just kept going, but you know, I'm over here rubbernecking. Yeah, I saw it all. I'm on the Garden State Parkway South. Another drive, another live. I really had no topic. I did have a topic. But I had the topic that I felt like I shouldn't be talking about if I'm trying to get monetized. Because monetization goes by your last 12 months and has 4,000 hours been watched in the last 12 months. And I wound up putting over like 100 videos on private. I put at least 100 videos on private out of the 500 that I have on YouTube. Maybe I put 200 on private. It's a lot of videos on private. You know, where I'm talking about, I don't know, things that are not monetizable. So So that was my subject. My subject was whether or not I'm gonna figure out a way to play the game, so to speak. Like, do I just do hot topics for the next 10 days? Because all my cloud chasing videos, they all do well for me. But if I want to put my foot in this YouTube arena properly, I can't be in the sidelines, you know? I can't be the entourage. I never wanted to be the entourage. I was the entourage once in my life. And when I was the entourage, I was also best friends with the executive producer and engineer of this music studio. So yeah, I had the jacket with my name on it, like 3 or 4 other people, 5 or 6 other people, and we would roll deep to the clubs to do the shows. But I was also best friends with the boss. So, you know, I've just been thinking, like, if I want to get monetized, because I did the math on the stuff that I got and the views that I had in the last 28 days, I was able to estimate something like $450 I could have made had I been monetized. Possibly. And how did I come to those conclusions? What are my sources? Other YouTubers that dedicate their channel to this conversation, studying that, learning about monetization and what's it going to take. Do I just do hot topics and play the game? And then use those hot topics to get out the agenda, or at least my agenda. Everyone has an agenda now. What would my agenda be then? My agenda would be I'm actually censoring myself from saying what I was just going to say. Because one of the things they say about being monetized is that if you feel that what you're about to say isn't cool to say, then that means it ain't cool to say. That's your inner knowing, I guess. T-Rilla. That's your inner knowing. I don't know. Salute. Talking about monetization and self-censoring and tying that self-censoring into the inner knowing. It's like, I also talked about how the algorithm is now the new God. How we are afraid to say what we want to say because of the algorithm. And the canceling of people. Like, when I was raised by my mom, she did the Jehovah's Witness thing, and if you didn't follow their rules, then you would get ostracized by the whole church. So you were canceled. So Jehovah's Witnesses are the OG cancelers of the world. I have a lot of little OG sayings, right? I got the OG. Oh, I changed it from OG tranny talking about the Statue of Liberty, to now I become more politically correct, and I'm OG non-cis woman. So that's, I guess, the way the T-shirt will look. It'll be the torch all the way up here, shining bright, arm coming down with the face, and then the headline, OG non-cis woman. So now we're talking about the monetization of that, and how the algorithm is now going to be the new God. Cars are just jumping out. Oh, look at this. This Mercedes just straight up scared the daylights out of me. See, not like smoothly like this truck just did it. More aggressive and violent. Just thinking about how was my thought, like I would have thought I would have had. I would have thought I would have been a little more heavy-hearted about Kevin Samuels. I didn't shed a tear for Kevin Samuels, and I don't feel bad. So it's a new place for me. It's a strange place for me not to feel bad. It's a good place. I don't feel bad. Like, I don't even feel bad for his children or his child. And that's weird to say that out loud. But let me tell you what I mean. I mean that I feel that his child will be holding their head up super high, that their father was Kevin Samuels. That daughter will forever hold her head up and say, my father was Kevin Samuels. Love that. I love that. So I'm not heavy-hearted the way I thought I would have been. And I told my children, I was like, do you think if given a choice, would Kevin Samuels live to be 100 and nobody know him, or have the impact that he had in 2 years and die the way he died? Or let's say, he doesn't know how he's going to die. He just knows that he's going to accomplish what he did accomplish. I question who would pick the 100 years. Because it's not going to tell you how you're going to die at 57. It's just going to tell you the impact you're going to have. Like, see, this is part of that monetization. You see, now I get to slip in some of my agenda. Okay? And this is the part where I would say that the choice could have been given to the life force that Kevin Samuels is or was. Right? Let's say, hypothetically, right? You're part of a society of beings, living creatures, and you live infinitely. And there's this place that you can go, right? And in this place you can go to, you can take on flesh. You can take on some sort of meat suit, for lack of a better word. You can take on some sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Like you can become a person, a human, and live on this earth. And it's a choice. What kind of life you want to live in this earth. And this all piggybacks off of there are only 20 scripts available. It's only 20 scripts, very limited amount of scripts. Remind me to tell you about the pizzeria guy from the Lower East Side. Remind me to share that story. But check this out. You get to choose and you get to pick what kind of life you want. How much money you make in that life and for how long you're going to live in that life. And then you get to actually do it all over again with another choice. But when you start all over, you have no memory. So, did the energy, life force entity or whatever it was that existed as Kevin Samuels, his soul, did Kevin Samuels' soul choose the life where he had so much impact? I would argue, yes, he did. That life was chosen. Just imagine, you don't even know how that life is going to be. You have no idea. While in it. When born, you don't know. But there was destiny involved. Somehow. Because there was that choice that was made to come here. And to have this experience. Is this too large? Okay. So you're having this experience out of choice. Your soul is having the choice. And when your soul leaves this meat suit, that's nothing. But what happens is there are choices that are being made. So you kind of get a estimate and you come like, do you want to wake up? Thank you. Have a good one. I mean, do you want to wake up? Does someone really choose to wake up with flies on their face in Africa somewhere? Probably. Especially if you're living an infinite amount of soul. Your soul cannot be killed. Your energy, your life force, it's not going to be able to die. So you get to keep on doing this. So that's why I'm not heavy-hearted over this Kevin Samuels thing, because, man, his daughter gets to say, and his grandkids get to say, my grandfather was Kevin Samuels. I want to see the Kevin Samuels School of Poise and of poise and marriage. I don't know, but I want to see that school built. So Kevin Samuels. Let's see. Peace to you. I can't see your name. My phone is not bright enough. Man, I don't want to get pulled over. Frankie. What up, Frankie? Alright, so that's, I guess, my little quick thing about Kevin Samuels, where I can maybe, in order to get monetized, incorporate all the hot topics and then start to push it over to thinking a little outside the box. I mean, just imagine that. Just imagine if you were like this is some sort of like. And also, let me just say something about this when it comes to picking or choosing that life, choosing which life you want, right? So you get to choose the life, right? And your life force continues and you just keep on living, right? You were a soldier once before who died at 18 years old. You were a 21-year-old kid on a motorcycle who died in a car crash. And you're this being that constantly comes back over and over and over again and experience some of the most horrific deaths that can be imagined. Come back as a toddler, come back as a teen, just back to back. But here's the thing. While in that life, you're unaware of the other lives you've lived. Right? What if you found out that that was you? What if you were rich enough and powerful enough to be able to gather enough people together to figure out this existence? To really say, we're going to figure this out. What happens when you find out who you truly are? How many people find out? Is it a group of people that find out what we are, who we are, how we are? Who is this group of people? And do they keep coming back? And are you able to pinpoint that soul? So let's say, right, we have that president who said, who spoke about the New World Order. And he had a son that was a president as well. Right? Well, the son is still alive. The father just died not too long ago. What if they were able to pinpoint that soul? Right? And when he dies, they're able to capture that soul, harness it, and maybe even hold it hostage to figure it out. Is that technology, or is that even imaginable? Could you even imagine in the world that we live in that possibly the soul itself can be handcuffed and thrown into a jail, or that soul itself could be corrupted? So now, what if there's a group of these souls that are now trying to get rid of all the other souls? And there's a war of souls. You have this war going on where soul against soul. And they have to figure out, how do we get rid of as many souls as possible? And the great thing about it is that most people have no idea that they possibly have been here before, chosen this life, and instead of getting to come back and redo it, something is getting in the way. Some sort of jab, so to speak. Some sort of, something we're breathing in now. Now our breathing, it's more like from the chemical trails or whatever happened. What if there's a war going on for your soul? What do I know? 400 feet. 17, I'm going 17. And here's the thing. Do I believe in this? What is belief? I have no idea. I'm just saying we need to stop looking at everything in such 2D. We need to start imagining ourselves and the world around us. I think so. That'd be a good thumbnail. I mean, just imagine. It's the 1940s, 1950s. You know? You have all this money, all this power. 1920s, 1900s, 1800s. You know? You are appreciated for tuning in with me and checking out this small YouTube channel. The guy who's thinking about getting monetized. Can I even be monetized? I heard they review your channel and it can take up to a month to get a YouTube, to be given the answer. But is my questioning my monetization just some form of insecurity? Some form of doubting, built-in doubt that I travel with? Where I'm doubting myself? You know, I'm normally able to shake off all that doubt, but hard to tell. Everyone is appreciated again for tuning in. I think I'm gonna hang up now. Maybe I'll go back live again. Well, hit me in the comment section and let me know whether or not I should consider doing the hot topics. I've been deeply grieving the Transition of Kevin. He lived in the present and half of the and full of impactful life, I think. It keeps going out. As soon as I tap it, then it's, I gotta hit my settings on this live. Then I'm always paranoid. I don't want to look like I'm reading that. Yeah, do the hot topics, right? Yeah. Doing the hot topics. I always get my hot topics from Star. Honestly. I hate knowing everything. I always tell LJ, I don't want to know. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. If I did the hot topics, then I would be knowing. Yeah. I don't want to do the hot topics. But I mean, I'm just thinking just to get in the door. I'm not trying to be dishonest or anything like that. I'm just saying, I don't want to be like Willie D doing 4 videos a day. I don't want to be like, what's his name? O'Shea Duke Jackson. He does like 8 videos a day. 8. Like, that's like your whole life is wrapped around. And a lot of, I like O'Shea Duke Jackson a lot, but I have caught him in, not necessarily, clickbait, but more so, like he only he reads so much of this stuff, he just thinks he knows everything that's going to be said. So, a lot of times you can tell he just read the title. He didn't even do any more research. But he's doing 7, 8 videos a day. How thorough could he truly be? Kevin Samuels has such impact. I'm just going back to Kevin. He's just such impact on, it's like Biggie. I had to tell my children, Biggie was around 2 years, and then he was dead. Maybe you knew Biggie for 3 to 4 years, but most of the world knew Biggie, and then he was gone. He was a baby, 24, 26, something like that. But his impact, like, like would Biggie Smalls be like the way Busta Rhymes is always in all shows, always around, the OG, and I'm just like, was that life meant for Biggie? I don't know. He had such impact in such a short period of time, and that's like Kevin Samuels. So much impact. I mean, we're talking about books and theology could be coming out of all his content. I mean, just so much stuff. I mean, just, so what they call that? Evergreen, Goldilocks? Oh, Goldilocks are planets. Evergreen is something like that just lasts the test of time. I watched him daily. So did I. I watched Kevin Samuels. I was doing the live reaction shows to Kevin Samuels. Yeah, man, it was a great guy. His impact was so, it was, for me, it was just great hearing a man say the things I've been saying for years. Like LJ. I had LJ go to therapy, or else I was leaving. I said, if you're not going to see a therapist, I'm leaving. And, to hear him always tell women, Have you seek therapy? Have you been to therapy? It just was so refreshing because I was the guy who put my foot down on wifey to seek therapy. And it was always great to hear how, the way he would tell the young women that called the show, he would say, have you talked to your father about this? What does your father have to say? I never heard anyone say that. What does your father have to say? I was like, whoa, this is amazing. And then when he was talking about overweight women, I was like, this is so, because I have said the same thing. I'm like, yo, whoa, wait a minute. You're like, you're gonna be weighing more than a man if you keep this up. If you don't change this, to hear him say these things that I used to feel bad for saying. It was one thing after the other, after the other, after the other, that I became a supporter because he was so genuine. And then when he talked about the exercising options, that was like everything that I've been saying. I've been talking to LJ about this for years. I'm like, when a man is at a certain position, he makes a certain amount of money, he's doing a certain amount of things, the woman that I might see is to relieve you of those things. So you no longer have to worry about certain things. I got that taken care of. There got to be an understanding of this. Like, I have had real life conversations. Real serious conversations. We've discussed these things. To hear Kevin talk about them, it was like, wow, somebody speaking like me. That was really cool. Maybe it'll hit me in a week or two. But his impact was so great. He told women straight up, like I've been saying for years, you got a chest tattoo, love. You have a nose ring and a chest tattoo. And you have hand tattoos. Who is going to take you serious? I don't care how fat your body is. I don't care that you got 300 people in your inbox. I don't care about none of that. I just want you to know you will never be a wife. I've been saying that for years. I remember when LJ ran off to go get a tattoo one day, and I was like, where are you? She was like, I want to surprise you. I'm like, whoa, are you getting a tattoo? And she was just like, yeah. And I was like, listen to me carefully. Where are you gonna? She wanted to go with the whole tramp stamp section. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, I was gonna put your, and she wanted to put my name there. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me, man? I said, let me just tell you this. The last two women who showed up with tattoos with my name on their body got dumped. Okay? Like, let's get that understood. They got dumped. You kidding me? I don't play that game. I don't play that tattoo game. You ain't gonna be my wife and be all tatted up. You could be the side piece that don't know how to say thank you no other way, but a couple of ways. But no way. It's not what a man wants. And I used to always tell LJ, you have no idea what a man wants. I used to tell her, I used to tell her mother, I used to tell her grandmother, everybody. I would always say that. Like, they didn't even know that a man, the head of the household, gets served first. They want me to get up and get served myself. I said, get up and serve myself. Matter of fact, everybody, we're making a table here. Get the table, pull the table out. We're going to sit around the table and eat together. We're not going to go get up, get the food, and then sit on the couch, and then you sitting over there, and everybody got TV trays in front of them. No. We're going to have a table and chairs. So, Kevin Samuels, it's very refreshing getting that. Excuse me for a second. I'm gonna mute my um, car. Give me a sec. I am back. Hold on. Wow, that Porsche was nice. What up, dude? Benjamin. How are you? Oh man, I just missed this like. Y'all hit the like button? Oh, thanks, Craig. You and all that. I've been deeply grieving the transition of Kevin. He lives in the present full of impactful life. He transformed my life and my lens. Nice. I'm thankful for that. See? Kevin doesn't need to he doesn't need to do anything more. He's impacted your life. There's nothing more for him to do here. Oh, in healthy good shape. My father's 70 and is having sex 4 times a week. So I don't understand. Like, could it be something much more nefarious? I got this car behind me. Like, hello, it's a 35. I'm going 32 now. Only because you made me look up and look at you. You're like on me. Please back it off from me, sir. Baptized. How do you get a 57-year-old man's heart to stomp like that? See, I can't say other stuff because how are they going to monetize it? How would they do that? Another Porsche. It wouldn't make any sense. This is considered the hood, by the way. To the left and to the right, that was the hood. Next to the high school over there. But like I always do, I drive past the hood. I don't stop. Make a man's heart stop like that. They suck the soul out of you. And, what she like, Did he orgasm and die? To the Hoover vacuum cleaner she became for him? Who knows? I love the sound of the rain. Hello back. Is that Miss Ruth? Yeah, Miss Ruth. Hey, Miss Ruth. How you doing? What you doing? Right. I could have made the light, but who's in a rush? Come on. It's off the radar, which I require, which makes me happy. Off of it. Are we enjoying? Good, thank you. Miss Ruth. Something about Miss Ruth, the way the spelling is, I don't know. It's like the flowers. Miss Ruth. Ah, Miss Ruth, when you put the flowers like that and you call yourself Miss Ruth, you know what you're doing. What psychological weave basket are you weaving, Miss Ruth? Yeah, I'm live, and it's raining. It's a miracle we're getting anything. What's on your mind, Miss Ruth? Or is that code? Are you... I'm back. That is a nice amount of rain coming down, people. What's really going on up there? I would like to know. because above these clouds, it's a blue ball, right? And then outer space, right? You know, technology is so good. We can have planes flying above these clouds where these storms are, and we could just be like going live. You could just like tune into that. You know, just for fun. We just have something fly. People will tune in for that. I want to see what's going on above these clouds. Looking down, I guess. Exact change. Why did this thing say 3-axle? I thought you're not allowed to have a trailer over here. What's going on? You are appreciated. And I love you. And that's a fact. You already know. Talk about alternative pussy dimensions. Red face. It's the order of the Eastern Star symbol. It's the order of the Eastern Star. Eastern Star. Oh. It's the order of the Eastern Star symbol. Okay. Thank you for that. Pussy dimension. The pussy dimension. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, the pussy dimension. Wow. Thanks for that, red face. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. That's what they're doing. Boom.